Jarrett joining me now. Mano, tell us what you're learning.
Well, for months, Devin, Nunes had been demanding a very sensitive document from the Justice Department, a document that actually detailed the start of the Russia investigation. And Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General, had been resisting, so much so that Nunes had actually threatened to hold him in contempt or possibly face impeachment. Now, Rosenstein relented. He gave Nunes and other members of the House Intelligence Committee access to that sensitive document about the start of the Russia investigation. But what we have learned, sources have told me, Laura Jarrett, and Jeremy Herb, is that when Nunes actually went to the Justice Department and read this in a secure location, or sat in a secure location with Trey Gowdy, who also sits on his committee, Nunes opted not to read the documents, instead allowing it to sit in a closed folder. Gowdy read the documents, as well as some staff members read the documents. Now, afterwards, Nunes started to raise concerns that the documents showed that there was no intelligence that backed up the reason for starting this investigation. He had been briefed about the matter from staff, and some of his supporters say it's okay for a chairman to be briefed by these documents, but others say this really just shows the way that he's wielded this gavel atop of this committee, going after his political enemies and not really looking into the details that could give you perhaps a different impression of what happened here. And notably, Trey Gowdy, who did read the documents, he has a different interpretation himself. He's not raising major concerns about the start of the investigation. In fact, his spokesman says he fully supports the Russia investigation, but he does have some more questions he wants to ask that person who drafted that intelligence document that he read, but what Nunes did not, Jim.
So, Laura Jarrett, Nunes, these are not the only documents that he demanded. He's demanded a lot of documents over the past year. Do we know if he's read those?
Well, Jim, our reporting shows this has become something of a pattern, certainly with respect to some of the most sensitive documents on the Russia investigation. We all remember back last year, he subpoenaed a number of highly classified materials, including ones related to the dossier on Trump, the infamous dossier, but he chose not to read them. Instead, his staff read them, Congressman Gowdy read them, others read them, but he chose not to. And in February, he also admitted that he had not read the applications for the surveillance orders on former Trump campaign aide Carter Page. He told Fox News, in fact, no, I did not. Now, his supporters say, of course, the congressman is allowed to have his staff brief him. Certainly, Congressman Gowdy is more than capable of reading him. But his critics say, why isn't he looking at some of the most sensitive documents